Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. And finally I have with me the LG G6, the flagship phone from LG for 2017. Now before we unbox this, I want to give a big thumbs up to Clove Technology for sending me the review unit. I will leave a link down below should you wish to purchase the G6 or any smartphone from Clove Technology. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly get started. Very quickly. I'm sure you must have seen plenty of G6 unboxings on YouTube already. So let's have a look at the box then. Play more, life's good. At the back says Qualcomm Snapdragon, all the bits and bobs here. And also on this side you have this tag telling you the color of the phone, which is platinum silver. The phone also comes in Astro Black. So far we only have two colors on the LG G6. And also this is the LG H870. That's the European version, which does not support wireless charging. Also it has all these GSM standards: 850, 900, 1800 and 1900, and WCDMA as well. You can obviously pause the video and have a look. So these are all obviously stating you which networks in the UK this model will be compatible with. Probably most likely 3 UK, Vodafone, O2, EE and the rest. Okay, so let's open the box up. Like I said, don't want to take too much time on the unboxing and see what we get inside. So we have a cleaning cloth. As you can see, it says G6 on it. So G6 branded cleaning cloth, because the phone is made from glass at the back and metal on the side. So LG knew already it's going to be a fingerprint magnet. Okay, so let's have a look. This is the LG G6, my very first time holding it, guys. I've never seen the phone before, so this is my very first time. This was, by the way, the first phone in the market to have 18:9 ratio. So we have a 5.7-inch full vision display Quad HD Plus along with 18:9 screen ratio, like I said. Okay, so the screen to body ratio looks very nice. I think it's pretty much covering the whole front, and the way it looks in the feel in the hands, it looks very solid and very nicely built up, complete opposite to what it was on the LG G5 from last year. On the left hand side you got the volume rocker, and this is the metal frame running all the way across. You got the white stripes here on up top here, obviously giving you the antenna and the reception. And on the right hand side you got the SIM tray and also your SD card slot. You can have a SIM and also a micro SD card, which I think supports up to 256 gigs of storage. At the back you have two cameras. Now this is very interesting, the same setup as we had last year from LG. The main camera has got a f1.8 aperture at 30 megapixels, and the wide angle lens on the other side has got an f2.4 aperture and also a 13 megapixel sensor. Now this is the fingerprint sensor, which also acts as a power button, and we got the dual tone LED flash right in the middle of two lenses. I quite like the finish actually, it's not looking too bad. Very classy glass, like I said, but still looks lovely. I love the platinum silver color. I think it's better than the Astro Black on the G6. Then you got the G6 written there right at the bottom. Down there you got the Type-C USB and also the single speaker, which apparently is very powerful. And some of my dedicated followers want me to test the speaker out, which I promise I will. This will be tested against the new HTC U11 and also against the Samsung Galaxy S8, which I also have. So it'll be interesting to see how loud the speaker is. I remember from last year on the G5 it was very loud. And you got the microphone here as well. Okay, so at the front you have a 5 megapixel camera. So from my understanding this is also a wide angle camera, and it can record up to 1080p video as well. Okay, so let's turn the phone on now. As you know, the fingerprint sensor also acts as the power button, so just press it. There we go. Once you press it you hear a bit of vibration and the phone turns on. There you go, guys. So leave it alone here for a while and let's have a look and see what else do we have inside the box. Very quickly, we have this documentation, also the ejector SIM tool. So let's put this away. Okay, so this is the interesting bit, the fast charger. So this should be, because we got a Snapdragon 821 on the LG G6, so I think this is Qualcomm a Quick Charge 3.0. So let's open this up. Okay, so let's have a look then. So we have here, as you can see, the output showing 9 volt 1.8 amp and 5 volt 1.8 amp as well. So this clearly shows me this is Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 with no 12 volt or 1.5 rating here. So looking pretty nice. So fast charging is available on board, so nothing to worry about. Okay, so this is the Type-C USB cable to Type-A to charge your phone or connect to your PC. So what else have we got there then? Okay, that should be the earphones. There we go, guys. So these are the earphones. Let's take them out. I will definitely be testing them in the next few days to come, so please do ask me in the comment section should you wish to, and I will be more than happy to tell you how good the quality on these earphones is. They look pretty cheap, to be honest, look pretty basic, nothing like you have on the HTC U11 of what I've seen on YouTube so far. Okay, so let's put everything away and let's concentrate on the phone now that we are done with the boxing. I tell you what, before we start looking at the phone, let's also weigh the phone. That's why I got the weighing machine here, because the phone seems a bit thicker to me as compared to the Samsung Galaxy S8. So if I bring the S8 here, guys, this is the S8, that's the LG G6, and you can tell straight away that the G6 is a bit more thicker. It's also slightly a bit more wider as well. So I find the S8 much more easier on the hand as opposed to the G6. However, in saying that, those people who don't like the dual curved edges probably won't appreciate the curves on the S8, whereas people who are more traditionalist, people who are more orthodox, who still don't believe in dual curved edges, they will like the G6 more. So it feels very nice in the hand as well. However, like I said, this to me personally feels a bit more easier on the hand. Also, the G6 is a bit, I think, a bit heavier than the S8. So let's weigh them both and see which phone is heavier. So let's first of all, let's turn this on if we can. There you go, guys, and see if we can come up with the weighing. There we go, that's the grams. So let's put the S8 first of all. As you can see, it's about 150 grams in weight. This is the Samsung Galaxy S8. So now let's put the LG G6. There you go, guys, 165 grams, and you can tell straight away that the G6 is a bit more heavier than the S8. So I'm 165 on the G6 and 150 for the Samsung Galaxy S8.
Continue to hold down until you hear a sound. To turn talk back off, press and hold the power key until the phone vibrates.
Okay.
Then touch and hold 2 fingers on the screen until you hear a sound.
That's a bit interesting because I'm not even into the phone yet and already the G6 is talking to me. By the way, the G6 was one of the first phones which had the new Google voice integration. So this probably could be that talking at the back end. I'm not too sure, but that was funny though. Let's bring the G6 right in the middle and have a look and see what it's like. So let's go through the setup very, very quickly. So here we are, it's asking for us to set up the fingerprint sensor, so might as well just do it now instead of doing it in a later video. So next, so let's have a look. Let's give it a normal regular pin. No thanks for that. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. Next, 1 2 3 4. Okay, boom. Let's get a very basic one, and like always we need to obviously put our fingerprints in place. Don't skip, we still need to do it. Okay, so this is the fingerprint sensor at the back, so let's do it very, very quickly. And because unlike the S8, which had the fingerprint sensor on the right hand side, which I find very, very awkward, and I will be talking about this in a separate video along with the G6 and the HTC U11, so do stay tuned for that. But I did find the fingerprint sensor on the S8 very, very awkward and difficult to configure and also difficult to tap. But this one should be more convenient. It's more traditional like we have on a Pixel phone and also on the G6. So let's go through this very, very quickly. As you can see, it didn't take much time and boom, we are in straight away. Fingerprint added. So next, let's skip all this as well. If we can agree, yeah, we agree with all of it. It's fine, there's no problem. Agree. Aha, so here we go. So we are now at the home screen on the LG G6. So let's first of all take the auto brightness off because I hate that. I want to see how good the display really is. It has been spoken about a lot. And like always, media journalists, they always do that. It was the same with the LG G4 and the G5, but we kept seeing that there was a lot of blue tint on the displays on both the LG G4 and the LG G5. So it'd be interesting to see how the display on the LG G6 has been configured and calibrated. So brightness, there we go. Auto brightness is switched off. No, it was switched off already actually. So let's pull the brightness all the way up. There we go. So this is the screen. So I tell you what, from the first impressions, I cannot see any blue tint so far. The whites look very natural. They're not overwhelmingly bright, and the screen looks very punchy. So let's bring the Samsung Galaxy S8, the Super AMOLED technology by Samsung, and let's have a look and see how it fares against the LG G6. So let's turn the brightness all the way up, which is up already. So let's go into settings menu, same as on the LG G6, and put them side by side and see how they both fare up. I tell you what, I don't know if you can pick this on the camera, but I think the display on the LG G6 seems a bit more punchy and brighter. Both are on full brightness, like I said, and the one on the Samsung Galaxy S8, to my shock, seems a bit more pale and yellowish. This is something which you often see on AMOLED panels, And all this time, like I said, I had some issues with the S8 where Samsung was struggling to get rid of the red tint on the display, and due to that they had to change some color balance and had to give us some extra settings for the color balance. As you can see here, the screen goes warm and cool. I got it up on cool because if I keep it on warm, the screen tends to go a bit pinkish. As you can see in the video, I'm sure my camera is picking this up. As you can see, once I turn the brightness all the way, the color balance all the way up to warm, the screen tends to go a bit more reddish. So that's the red tint, which also Erica Griffin on her channel has also mentioned, and I did also notice. So I'm keeping it cool, but by keeping it cool, it goes more or less like a yellowish display. So maybe this year I think LG might have beaten the Super AMOLED on the Samsung Galaxy S8. Very, very interesting, and this is the first time I'm putting them both side by side. So for me, it's also something which I'm looking at right now as we speak. And I think from the first impressions, the LG G6 seems a bit better than the Super AMOLED on the Samsung Galaxy S8. We all know Samsung did mess the screen up a bit this time around. It hasn't been well calibrated, and you have to get the right phone to compare that with the LG G6. But the one unit that I've got, which is not perfect, that I've mentioned in my previous videos in the past, seems to me as this has been beaten by the LG G6. I'll be keeping an eye on both of them in the next few days to come, and in a comparison video I'll come back and we'll have a look in depth, in detail, which screen actually looks better. From what I can see so far, the G6 definitely has the upper hand with more brights, more bright white, more punchy colors, and this screen seems to be a bit more on the yellowish side. Anyways, okay, so back to LG G6. Let's have a look and see which version of Android this phone is running. So about phone, so guest can software information, and you guys can see it's running Android Nougat 7.0, which is again disappointing because phone which is released in 2017 should be coming out with 7.1.1 and not 7.0. Phones like, for instance, the OnePlus 3T, which I also have here on me, they are running 7.1.1 already, and for a company this small as opposed to LG and Samsung, this is really, really disappointing. You can see 3T is running 7.1.1. Very sad. Similarly, on the Samsung Galaxy S8, you can see this is also running at the moment 7.0. Again, very, very disappointing. I don't know why these big companies can't keep up, but it seems to me a 3-year-old company is doing a lot better in terms of updates as opposed to the big boys, as I like the Galaxy S8 and also the LG G6. Anyways, at some point hopefully we will get the update, and once we do, I will keep you guys informed. The phone is still on me. Okay, so let's have a look and see now the storage. This phone comes, by the way, with 32 gigs of storage, which is again disappointing because the S8 and the OnePlus 3T are all coming up with 64 or more. So storage here, like I said, the phone comes with 32 gigs of internal storage, and without installing anything on the phone and with some LG apps, we have 9.83 gigs used out of 32 gig. So we'll see in the next videos to come how much will I be consuming once I have installed all my apps. Okay, now let's test the fingerprint sensor which we configured earlier. Okay, so let's turn the phone off again from the back, from the power button, and see how this works. There you go, guys. Okay, for the first time we'll ask you for a password. 1 2 3 4, boom. Okay, so let's do this once more. Switch it off. There we go. Boom. Okay, that took quite a few attempts, which is surprising. It shouldn't be the case. Let's try this once more. Okay, seems to be working now. Okay, again it's working, no problems. But for the first time, it did take a lot of attempts for me to go into the fingerprint sensor. Okay, now before we go, let's also quickly test the camera and see how the camera is like. So let's open this up. Okay, turn on, that's fine. Alright, so let's take a photo of this the Android. Okay, so let's get really close. There you go. Also, let's try the wide angle lens. Hey, there we go. This is the wide angle lens. Ta-da! Looks quite nice. I still missed that from the LG G5, and it's good to see that LG have still retained that on the LG G6. Like, get really close now. There you go, guys. The gallery as a default app. There we go, guys. Boom. Okay, so now let's have a look at the photos and see how they've come up. That looks very, very nice, to be honest. Look at the detailed, the color saturation, and the depth. And the clarity is absolutely world class. So the camera on the LG G6 already looks very, very nice, very competitive with the Samsung Galaxy S8. Okay, from far away on the wide angle lens, as you guys know, it's got the f a 2.4 aperture. That's why, because of the smaller aperture, there's not much light coming in. That's why when you zoom in a wide angle picture, it does show its limitations. However, if you have the f 1.8 aperture, it's showing you a much clearer, better picture because more light is coming across, so not looking too bad. So guys, that's pretty much it on the LG G6. I will be posting a lot of photos on my Instagram. The links are down in the description for all my social media feeds, including Twitter. So do stay tuned. Plenty more to come, and please do follow me. There will be plenty of updates on the LG G6 in the next days and weeks to come. So if you like my video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Any questions about the LG G6 or anything else, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. And like always, please subscribe as it helps. And I shall see you in the next video.